Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. Man, what? I ain't gotta talk about it now. I got it, look.
Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nick Diaz.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, perhaps the only thing more impressive than the high-level experience is the fan base. For a lot of fans, they got into mixed martial arts by watching Nick Diaz compete. He has fought for UFC championships. He has several signature wins. Tonight, the focus is to get back to what got him here. Punches and bunches, high-level boxing, and when a submission presents itself, you know the Diaz boys are certainly going to seal it up. Oh, lands a nice straight.
That's how you control the fight. Keep fighting behind the jab.
Man, this is crazy, DC. These fighters are not trying to just touch each other. They're trying to put each other out with every shot.
John, with every shot, these guys are trying to end the fight. What a start.
Don't stop. Keep going.
That is a damaging kick that lands.
And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio. Nice. The fighters separate. Oh, nice single, yes.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Robbie Lawler. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Lawler gets up. He is back on the feet here. Strong straight left there. And yet another straight lands flush by Lawler. Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. Lawler gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. Immediately gets the underhook.
He's got to start moving his head. He cannot take this many shots to the head.
Oh, how clean is that? Nice strike.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Oh, man, hate to be hit with one of those knees to the body.
They are going at it with each other. These two guys want to end the fight very fast.
Oh, effective use of the jab to the body there by Diaz. Unable to land with that punch. Oh, and there is that ruthless Robbie Lawler right hand. You do not want to get hit with too many of those.
Nah, man, this is a dog. Robbie Lawler is a flat-out dog. A guy that's willing to fight anybody, protect his yard. I am a massive fan of ruthless Robbie Lawler.
Lawler's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. Overhand punch to the head, blocked though by Diaz. Oh, big right hand, yes. Well, you got to think at some point these hooks are going to start to take their toll. Another one landed there, flush by Lawler. Pretty good connection there, yeah.
Well, the one thing about throwing jabs is that when you throw a jab, you kind of set your lead leg because you're trying to extend on the jab. If a person has good timing on leg kicks, they will land almost every time. So you got to be careful.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Hook to the head there by Lawler.
I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head?
Somehow, his opponent stayed up for it.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
What an end to round one. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Nice punch to the head.
Nice defense to block that punch. Well, turning defense to offense here, blocks the strike, and then counters with a straight punch. Nice work there by Lawler. Right on the button. Trying to find a home for that right hand. That's the time, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch. Oh, my goodness. He's giving him so many different things right now.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish. Oh, big O.
Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Lawler's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Punches and bunches for Nick Diaz now. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Lawler's blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. All right, so the ref is going to step in here and call on the doctor to look at what is a now mangled nose. This could be the end of the fight.
It could be the end of the fight. There's a lot of blood. The blood's going down into the mouth. I mean, the nose could be broken.
He still seems spirited and mentally in this fight, and to that end, the doctor will allow him to continue, at least for now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more you're going to have to deal with this cut. And now, all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Lawler's nose is absolutely mangled at this stage of the fight. I'm no doctor, but I feel pretty convicted in saying that thing is definitely broken, and we might get a ringside physician or a referee to stop this fight here soon. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night, that one landed right on the spot. That one landed clean.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to...
They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides. This is a great fight.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this apple?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, his corner can stop it, the referee can stop it, the doctor can stop it. Somebody needs to do something, because this fight is over.
20 seconds left. 15 seconds remain in the round.
It's work.
Head off the center line, slips the punch. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Lawler's nose has got to be broken. I mean, there is no stopping that blood at this point in time, and ringside physician probably going to come in and take a look. We'll see. All right, I'm being told we've got some replays from the previous round, and it appears as though the cut on the bridge of the nose is getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse by the minute, and he's got an opponent in front of him that wants to target it. He wants to hit him on the nose over and over again. I wonder if every time he gets hit there, the blood goes down into the mouth, making it difficult to breathe.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here we go, 5 minutes remain in the fight. Nice punch there by Lawler. That's one way to upset the equilibrium. Nice high kick.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Lawler's an absolute mess right now. There is blood everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them call in the ringside physician between rounds. Oh, nice straight punch there by Diaz.
Beautiful body kick.
All right, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his...
Strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take. All right, so at this point, maybe the ringside physician will indeed call the fight referee, bringing him in to look at that damage.
Got to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage. Stop the fight, ref.
Yeah, and he wants to continue, but he will not be afforded that opportunity. So that is it. Fans don't like it, but the doctor has to protect the fighters. All right, so a striking clinic in a lot of respects. Peels back the nose, so to speak, of his opponent, and the doctor had seen enough.
Broken nose is bad, you know, so when you have a broken nose and the guy keeps hitting you there, the blood just is gushing. Doctor had no choice. Once the ref brought him in, it is his job to save the fighter from himself.
Lost like 2 pints of blood out of his nose tonight. That's enough. All right, the official decision is in. Here once more, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Nick Diaz.
Diaz there in all his glory, ladies and gentlemen. It will probably be a subdued celebration as usual, but make no mistake about it. This was a big win here tonight, and a very impressive performance across the board out of Nick Diaz. Perhaps his next fight will be for the UFC welterweight title.
Homegirls Martian, it's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets and say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my...
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, the All-American Chris Weidman.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here as we get another look at the former decorated UFC middleweight champion, Chris Weidman. You know he's going into the Hall of Fame someday, but the championship hunger still burns. He was firing on all cylinders in our fighter meeting this week and really believes that this matchup could lend itself to a knockout on the feet. We shall see. Good work from the top here by Weidman. Making all these shots count. Cannonier gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Nice straight right lands.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Landed the overhead.
Those are big strikes.
Weidman gets absolutely punished by that head kick. Missed on the right hand. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there.
Another takedown lands.
Weidman's in half guard. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Nice.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. 2 minutes have expired off the round 1 clock here. All right, so the fighter's looks like he's setting up for a finish here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight. Oh, right to the mount.
Lands the ground and pound strike.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. He's going to work hard to try to get the finish.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
Under 90 seconds to go round one. Cannonier gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Weidman's forehead is bleeding now. Cut is open. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, huge left. Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one.
Fighter lands a nasty kick.
Weidman gets caught by the straight punch. Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much.
Looks like a potential submission attempt here.
Oh, it's getting deep. Oh, he puts his knee on belly. Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Waning seconds here of this opening round. Points out for the end of round one. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Weidman's bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. Well, he's done a real good job attacking that cut above the eye, and here is your visual proof.
I mean, John, just devastating. These blows were amazing. He was able to land at will, and he opened up a nasty cut over the eye of his opponent. Now he's got to target it, and every time he lands, that blood will start to pour down into the eye, making it real hard to fight.
You ready? You ready?
Here we are, early round two. He's got that jab working, nicely done. Beautiful hook lands there from Chris Weidman. Same hook, by the way, that he landed against Anderson Silva to become the middleweight champion several years ago. All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups, too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and then he's dropping his level, shooting his shot. And ultimately, because he's such a great submission guy, no matter how the fight gets to the floor, he just needs to get it there.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Nice jab by Cannonier. Perfect execution as he gets the single leg takedown. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Dark choke attempt here.
Oh, that's getting in deep now.
That's real deep, John. He's got to be careful.
Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. It's over. It's over.
Oh, he cleared it and he got out.
He cleared the leg, got to his back, and now he's out of that Darce choke.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by the All-American Weidman. All right, full guard here. Bottom fighter likes it. Top fighter figures to want to try to pass.
Yes, he definitely wants to pass, or he wants to get posture to land ground and pound.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Oh, that was a big one there.
Well, these gentlemen are absolutely going at it. Let's see who'll have the upper hand. Cannonier's cut above the eye now from that strike, so we'll see how the fighter deals with that definite adversity now. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Weidman's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Just over 2 minutes now to go. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Weidman. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Weidman's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now. That guillotine is tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Cannonier's right back to the full mount.
He's got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that 2 fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. Johnny burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to his cut. Easier said than done, though.
All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, because blood has really become a factor, and it's a cut that appears to be right above his eye.
That's one of the worst spots for you to get a cut, because then the blood starts to come down and it goes into the eye. It's difficult already to see, but when you got one of the best mixed martial artists in the world targeting it, it becomes impossible.
They call that the trickle down. That's what that is? Third round underway. Well, just as he did the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Big power shot there.
More strikes to the head.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Weidman.
Over and over, same story. Punch after punch to the head.
Well, as we call on the unofficial numbers, 88 total strikes have landed for Jared Cannonier. Well, I got to think, DC, anytime you're above 50% on the connection rate, you got to feel pretty good. 53% the accuracy thus far against Chris Weidman. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys.
We might get a stoppage here soon.
Got his guard pass.
Cannonier's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Weidman's in half guard. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
You got to keep going. You got to start throwing up submission attempt after submission attempt and hope that something's free for you to latch on to.
With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. That Darce is tight. Still working on that submission.
He will not quit on trying to get the submission.
His work, I'm going to stand this
Oh,
up.
he got out.
He did a great job of getting his hips away and getting back to his back in order to defend that Darce choke.
Cannonier's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily invasion.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Weidman going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by the All-American Weidman. 1 minute now to go in our third and final round. Weidman's going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Oh, this is tight.
Chris Weidman! Back with style points tonight.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call his shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
The official decision is in. That's where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, the All-American Chris Weidman!
So the former UFC middleweight champion, Chris Weidman, proves again that he is still among the true elites at 185 pounds. What a performance that was. And he's really a guy who's got everything you could want in an MMA fighter. Quick study, plus athlete, and tonight it was his night yet again. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dana White. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Horse Racing.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, everybody wants to get a crack at the boss, UFC President Dana White, but perhaps it's a case of be careful what you wish for. You know about the boxing credentials at this point in time, but you also can't sleep on the stamina. This is a guy that can go 5 hard fives if need be, and if you don't catch White with a good shot early on, it's probably going to be you that's looking up at the lights or on the wrong end of a decision.
All right, little clinch fighting now as the BJJ fighter is able to get inside and close the distance.
Did a really good job of getting close, getting in tight. That will allow him to start to try to get the takedowns. But there is still some danger in here because boxers are very good at creating space even though you're in the clinch with it.
Inside leg kick.
He's taking too many of those inside low kicks, man. That leg is getting beat up.
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. Oh, and another leg kick lands flush, and now you're starting to see visible damage on that lead leg of his opponent.
Visible damage, and you see him starting to make mistakes now in his defense.
Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now setting up a submission. Oh, that sub is tight.
Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me.
Postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Gracie.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Dana White's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. When you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do. Gracie's trying to get a triangle here. Oh, he's got that submission locked in.
Oh, he's got it!
Oh, he got out!
Wow, what a great job defensively. Staying aware, staying alert. The moment a little bit of space presented itself, he took it and got himself out of that triangle. Very good defense.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Hook to the head lands flush there by UFC President Dana White.
He looks like Pac-Man. He's taking so many strikes to the head.
Gracie gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there disguising his entry. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back deep.
Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
UFC President Dana White getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Ooh, side kick, well timed there. Well, he's not a one-legged fighter yet, but that calf started to show some signs of bruising.
If he takes many more, he's not going to be able to move.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
These guys are trying to knock each other out. This is a phenomenal fight. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, nice little right hook there.
Strike lands clean. Final seconds of round one. There's the shot. There's another takedown by Gracie.
takedown like that might be the difference.
Excellent work. You're timing the shots beautifully. Just keep that up. As long as you stay alert and stay focused, there's nothing he's going to be able to get on.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. So here we are as our next round gets underway. I would have tapped in that previous round, by the way. I would have tapped.
It was so tight. I cannot believe that he got out of that submission attempt.
Oh, Superman punch is good.
Look at the turtle in that kick. Great punch from the clinch here.
Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing the shots together.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Just missed with the left there.
They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit-for-tat.
Well, once again, mixed martial arts, the land of the unpredictable. You've got a jiu-jitsu fighter here throwing hands with one of the better guys in this division.
I would have never thought that this is the fight that would play out in front of us. The jiu-jitsu guy leading the dance, but not only leading the dance and striking, but winning the exchanges. He has truly shown that he has committed himself to becoming a full mixed martial artist. Big punch lands for the gun.
Dana White gets caught by the inside leg. Oh, single collar tie here. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
All right, stay in there, buddy. Break the moves. Use your footwork.
UFC President Dana White's in half guard now. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back.
Massive shot from the top.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Gracie. Well, he's got his back now.
That was nice.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Gracie. Side control now. Gracie's back in full mount. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Oh, that is a high level.
Setting up a submission attempt.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
Getting very close to finishing this Von Flue. He did a great job of beating the guard. Now he's side to side. He's got to drive shoulder pressure into.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so...
Attempting a choke now. Oh, that rear naked choke is tight. And there it is! The winner by submission.
Holy.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
We send it inside now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Royce Gracie.
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Kelvin Gastelum. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Israel, the last stylebender, Adesanya.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, so Kelvin Gastelum has got to be happy this fight came around again as he gets his rematch with Israel Adesanya. I'm not so sure the fight at UFC 236 that they engaged in isn't the greatest middleweight fight I've ever called.
It's one of the greatest middleweight fights we've ever seen. It was because of Gastelum's willingness to bite down on the mouthpiece, go forward, get in Adesanya's face, and just make him fight. But on that night, we learned something about Izzy. We learned that he is not only good when the fight looks clean, he's also good when it gets a little nasty and dirty. He can accomplish, he can fight through those things, and we saw that on that night against Gastelum.
Adesanya's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Huge block there. Gastelum's nose is just pouring blood right now. I'm no doctor, Daniel, but I'm not sure that thing isn't broken right now.
End this fight. End it.
Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades.
Lands a quick jab.
Just misses with the right.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Misses with the right hand. Adesanya's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
What a kick that one landed.
And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. Single leg takedown attempt here, and did that get you out of your seat? Beautifully done by him there.
Oh, man, I jumped up and down. Am I watching the Olympics or a mixed martial arts fight? You don't see single legs this good unless you're watching a real high-level wrestler.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. North-south position, crowd just can't help itself but to laugh. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Holding the position, still working for a submission. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute. All right, feet on the hips here. Ooh, postures up and now goes with the big strike to the body. Well done there by Adesanya.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Adesanya's in half guard.
He is in a lot of danger now. His opponent has beaten him. He's battered him, and now he is wearing it. There's a ton of blood on his face. Hey, check that last one.
Relax, relax. Keep your hands up over now.
Under a minute to go. Adesanya's really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Beautiful strike there by Israel Adesanya. He's got it. All right, so the referee, yes, is going to step in here. He will call on the doctor to look at that nose that is unrecognizable at this stage of the fight.
His nose is broken. I mean, it's turned sideways. The blood's pouring, going down into his mouth. It looks like he's having a very difficult time breathing.
And to that end, the doctor has determined the cut is not bad enough to stop the fight, and the action will resume.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway, and it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did, and I could not be happy.
20 seconds left. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand. Gastelum's nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled. It is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. Round two next. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and his nose is severely cut up right now. This fight could end at any moment.
Slow that heart rate down. It's okay. We expected this type of fight. We trained for this. We're bloody.
All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round here. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Gastelum's a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside position between rounds. Well, when we see Adesanya work on the feet, it's no wonder he's drawing comparisons to the great Anderson Silva, as he is so fond of saying, I don't throw and hope, I aim and fire. So I'm going to hit you, and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights. And the blood, the injuries only add to the intrigue. It only adds to who's going to continue down the path and get the hand raised. Both of these guys are so tough. They really have laid it on the line.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting them.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Well, the Cutmen have done everything that they can tonight, but these guys are handing out facials. This is crazy.
Yeah, these guys are going.
All right, so no surprise to see the referee call for the ringside physician. Gonna come take a look at that damage more closely.
So much damage, J.A. This fight is done.
Not sure if the nose is broken or just busted up, but blood is splattered everywhere. Yeah, that's going to do it. That's the end of the fight. So
that's
a disappointing conclusion, but the right call.
The right call, John.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight. Declaring the winner by TKO, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
He is the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, and he gets another UFC win here tonight. And he has really been critical of his past performances inside the octagon, but a whole lot to like out of this effort here tonight. Gonna be interesting to hear how Adesanya felt about what he was able to accomplish inside this arena tonight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Chael Sonnen. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Hamzat Chimaev.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, Hamzat Chimaev back on the proven ground, and you can hear the crowd response with everything that this man does. If he gets a takedown, if he...
Oh, he's hurt, he's hurt.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Big shot to the head.
Chimaev's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Really good job by him to get the takedown early round 1.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Chael. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Close guard. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, seamless transition to half guard there.
Unbelievable how quickly he was able to slice that leg through to get to the half guard.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Wow, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Chimaev's back in half guard. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Chimaev's got the full mount.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
Chimaev's back in full mount.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. Beautiful ground and pound, and that would cut him.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Chael's back into full guard. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Hamzat Chimaev.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round 1. Takes his back now.
Changes the position.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the pit. Chimaev's trying for a submission here. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Ooh, nice adjustment by the offensive fighter.
He jumps to the opposite side, and now he's got him in an arm triangle.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Sonnett.
This is where he wants to be.
1 minute. Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
Oh, nice elbow.
Shales in half guard. All right, close guard now.
And there you go, again, half guard.
30 seconds now to go in round one. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Chimaev. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
Oh, right into mount.
10 seconds to go in round one. Round two is next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, there's the end of the round. So it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And they separate after exiting the clinch. Takedown defense is there. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts. Yep, and he's got him secured in the half guard now.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Chimaev. Right into side mount. Chimaev's back to the side control now.
Oh, nice. Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. It's in there deep. There you go.
Chimaev's taking aim at that cut right now, DC, and you got to admire the fighter IQ, right? Might as well keep landing strikes on a target that you have damaged repeatedly throughout the fight.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Gets up to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of both unwilling to take a step back. What a phenomenal fight. Oh, just opening up on him now.
Big left hand. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, Pastor trying to find that shot again.
High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop it. He is tremendous at passing the guard.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Oh, it's tight.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
This could be the end of the fight. He gets out, though. Wow!
Yeah, he did a great job of straightening his arm, and then when his arm straightened, he followed the momentum going in that direction to free himself from that Kimura attempt.
Shales got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here. Ooh, it's tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedowns is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, his superior grappling has certainly been the lead narrative in this one. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's doing a great job of dictating to his opponent, not allowing him to make any decisions in regards to the fight.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, feet on the hips here. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Sonnen. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He's able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully. The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it, man. Absolutely incredible. Both fighters got stunned. It's amazing to think that we fight on here.
We are in the best seat in the house to watch two men go out there and really lay it on the line. Both got hurt, but even when they were hurt, neither one of them looked like they wanted to take a step back. This is the exact type of fight they expected and the type of fight that they're delivering to the fans.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know
right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. Oh, lands a beautiful jab. Takedown defense holds up. All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here.
Because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Another one.
You need to cut down.
Oh, nice takedown, yeah.
In position for a submission attempt here.
Got that submission locked up very tight.
Oh, that's gotta be it. There's the tap! The winner by submission.
Holy smokes.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
All right, we now go inside the octagon, where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 15 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Hamzat Chimaev.
All right, Hamzat Chimaev, your winner by submission here tonight. Prevailing wisdom was if he was able to get his grappling going and get the fight to the mat, submission would probably materialize, and it did.
The submission shows itself because once again he proves that when he can get you where he wants you, you are in trouble. You're in danger. He was always one step ahead of his opponent, got this position, got the submission victory, and it's onward and upwards once again for Hamzat.
And now we'll see what Mick Maynard and the brass do with Hamzat Chimaev. Sean Shelby certainly will have an opinion on that, but a huge submission win for Hamzat Chimaev. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Nick Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St. Pierre!
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. Second meeting between 2 UFC superstars. They are George St. Pierre and Nick Diaz. And you got to think GSP is going to probably follow a similar blueprint to that first meeting back in 2013.
Yes, he needs to. He needs to try and do the same exact thing. Go in there, give Diaz striking, change level, take him to the ground, and use that unbelievable top control to just stop Diaz and not allow him any submission attempts.
Diaz's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Nice jab. St. Pierre gets the early takedown. That did not take long. Oh, looks like he's going for an armbar here. How tight is that?
He's got it isolated.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Oh, Diaz has been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood. Big combination here of ground and pound strikes. Nice work by GSP.
He's a big shot, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is thudding off the mat.
All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired, that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between 2 phenomenal grapplers.
St. Pierre's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. You got the best cut men in the game. Got to think they're going to be busy in between rounds. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here?
Oh, that one landed, yep.
Able to connect with a beautiful jab. Diaz's eye is closing up. Throwing that jab, no good.
What a great job getting that kick to the target.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that pitch.
Ooh! Huge shots there. There's that left hand. Just missing on the uppercut there. St. Pierre gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there.
Good punch land.
Well, St. Pierre's cut on his nose does not look good. Actually, it looks really bad. You got to think the ringside physician is going to get called in here in a moment. All right, again, he shoots for a takedown here and unable to get it. So the takedown defense reigns supreme yet again.
The takedown defense is holding up, Johnny. He's doing a great job of keeping his feet going backwards, sprawling, dropping his hips, and anticipating the shots coming. Very well done. What a fun fight between two guys that only focus on offense. Oh my goodness.
A lot of blood now, and yes, the doctor is going to be called in. The referee pauses the action. His nose is absolutely mangled.
It's smashed. He's done a great job of smashing that nose, pushing it back. You see the blood coming down the face into the mouth. But it should not affect him being able to see his opponent in front of him.
Well, if you like blood, this is the fight for you. Doesn't appear to be affecting his vision too badly right now. Looks as though he's going to let him play.
Wow, the loss will continue. Very surprising.
Fans are with it. All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination. The determination is, get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. 10 seconds now to go in the round. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so that round is in the books. St. Pierre's nose is thankful that's the end of the round. Got to be broken. A lot of blood coming out of that nose area. And we'll see if they indeed call on the ringside physician to take a closer look.
It's only going to get worse. You have to be smart with your exchange.
All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in the defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 is underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
St. Pierre's an absolutely bloody mess right now. Cut man knows he's got his work cut out for him between rounds. All right, so the referee has called for the ringside physician. Perhaps enough damage now to stop the fight.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's over. Stop the fight.
Gotta stop the fight. Yes, and the doctor will do just that. I know the fans don't like it, but you gotta tune out that noise if you are the doctor, the referee, and allow him to fight another day. Let's get it inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Nick Diaz.
So congratulations to Nick Diaz. You see the celebration is on for Cesar Gracie fight team. Just absolutely great to see one of the most popular fighters in UFC history back inside the octagon and getting back to doing what he does best, There was a long layoff in advance of this one, but Nick Diaz has proved that ring rust is not a factor for him. A big night here for Stockton, California's finest.
Scales teaching these streets is heavy. Young Smokey prevail, came from speakeasy to breathing weekly on beats, and now he be.
Our tale of the tape for this much anticipated middleweight encounter. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting a member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Horse Racing. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, the All-American
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, Chris Weidman back on the canvas. We'll see how he approaches the early portions of this round. No need for a career retrospective, but it's pretty remarkable given the leg injury he suffered at UFC 261. It is admirable that he is still performing and doing so at a high level. Weidman's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Shot lands.
He's got the single collar tie. Guillotine jump. That guillotine is tight. That guillotine choke is getting very close. He's got to lock the guard though if he wants to finish.
Oh, he got out.
Oh, he got out. He did a great job. He attacked a lot. He got pressure off the side over his back to release that pressure.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, seems as though...
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep. Getting him out here.
Weidman getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. Oh, how about that escape? And now looks like a counterattack of his own.
Well, that was beautiful. First he escaped and what?
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Big shots.
Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the shot.
Oh, the triangle is in. And not only...
Wow, fantastic submission defense yet again. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Gracie's in half guard. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Weidman's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step.
Gracie's going for an arm here. Ooh, that's tight, I'd be tapped.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm.
He's starting to extend the elbow.
Ooh, crowd pops as he gets out again.
They respect his ability to escape, and he showed how well-versed he is in submission defense.
Under 2 minutes now to go. Weidman's right back to the full mount here. Lands with the ground and pound here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safe...
Oh, and he locks up a triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pulling down on the head, feeding the hips, and he will definitely get the submission. That is tight.
Weidman's in half guard now.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, side control now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in. Gotta be careful here.
Gracie's able to transition back to side control now. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom. Round 2 straight ahead. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, 60 seconds between rounds. That gives us a chance to look at some of the replays from that previous round, including some of the damage sustained on his nose.
Yeah, it was a nice shot that landed that opened up that cut on the nose. Granted, any cut is bad, but this one is in a spot where it shouldn't affect him too much. What we have to watch, though, John, is if the nose is broken.
Right.
Then it's hard for him to breathe.
Yeah, get the blood in that nasal cavity, potentially trickles down the throat a little bit. I mean, fighting.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight. Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a bomb. He's got the... Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. Good work from the top here by the All-American Weidman. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Weidman's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Oh, and he locks up a triangle now. You set off the top. His go-to submission looks pretty tight to me.
Oh, and if he's got you in there, then you know that you're in a lot of trouble. He's starting to shift the arm across. He gets across.
You gotta be kidding me. He's out.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
I need you to hammer this now.
Oh. That was a slick transition.
Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
Now he's going full mount.
Side control.
Great in that position. Let's see that position.
Gracie's in half guard. Just over 3 minutes to go. Gracie's trying to lock up on a submission now.
Arms in deep.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions. Great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, feet on the hips here. He's having his way with him here. nicely done. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Push him off! Push him off!
Gracie's right back to the full mount. Oh, submission attempt here.
He's fighting. He wants this badly.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he's out. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most... Back mount now. Weidman's back inside control here.
Nice strike lands from the bottom.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by the All-American Weidman.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Oh, right into mount.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Gracie's back in half guard. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
Final seconds here. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. 10 minutes in the books. Oh, he's got that arm in tight, DC.
All right, breathe. Yeah, relax, relaxa. Pô, muito bom. O último round foi muito massa, tá? Então, faz a mesma coisa que você tá fazendo agora.
All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger.
Yeah.
You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there. Close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. All right, so he's dealing with some sweat.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Weidman. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Oh, he's got a choke. He's got it in.
Oh, he got out.
It's work. I'm going to stand inside.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Weidman.
Setting up another submission.
Ooh, that submission looks tight.
Look at that. He's in trouble. It's over. It's over.
There's the turn.
My goodness.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission. He squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch. And it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 42 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out, Voice Racing.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
I ain't gotta talk about it, now I got it, look. Stylists get their style from me, I promise you. I don't want the bitch if she don't do it sloppy, yeah. We not hearing it, barbarians.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Hamzat Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Israel, the last airbender, Adesanya.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, 2 of the biggest superstars in the sport ready to engage, Israel Adesanya and Hamzat Chimaev. And even though Chimaev doesn't have a lot of miles in this middleweight division, he's your #1 contender chasing UFC immortality here tonight.
Chimaev is the #1 contender because of his dominance. But Adesanya has seen this. He has seen the fast rising challenge. He has been in this moment and handled the fast rising guy. My question going into this one, how does Adesanya handle the wrestling of Hamzat Chimaev? If he can do that, and Chimaev is forced to stand with him, Hamzat may be in for a long night.
Israel Adesanya's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC.
Oh, nice right hand. Oh, nice.
All right, nice job by the wrestler to engage in the clinch here very early in the fight with this kickboxer. He said he didn't want to recklessly chase takedowns from the center of the octagon, so we'll see what he does here in the clinch.
These are safe takedowns. Once you get chest to chest, you can start to trip. You can start to manipulate your opponent by moving him in ways and in directions that they don't recognize. This kickboxer...
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Adesanya's really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside physician to take a look at that cut between rounds. Oh, he's got his back.
Scramble and go!
We cross the midpoint in round 1.
Getting him on here. He's got to find a way back to his feet.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Adesanya.
Scramble, scramble, scramble!
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. Oh, rips the body shot there. Israel Adesanya's cut right on the bridge of his nose does not look good, folks. We'll continue to keep an eye on it, and you got to think the ringside physician will too. Referee might call him in here in short order.
Nice jab by Izzy.
I need you to be first now.
He does a phenomenal job of actually attacking the takedowns off of his punches.
like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now.
He's gonna go to sleep. It's over.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air, used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see anything.
I mean, I just don't need to see it. It's to a point now where it's getting a bit of...
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
All right, feet on the hips here. Israel Adesanya's back in full guard now. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the crowd, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
Chimaev's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. There's the single leg.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, well, that's the end of the round, and we will go right into the corner of the fighter with that brutal cut on his nose. Really, really bad here. You got to think they're going to, at the very least, call the doctor in, and if that cut gets any worse than it is now, they will have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
Landed a solid punch there.
Flying knee gets to the target. Beautiful flying knee to the head.
Good shot, good shot.
Now hits him with the left.
That is, oh man, this dude is good.
Oh, nice jab by Adesanya. Bro, that cut is so bad. Like, can't the referee stop the fight right now?
Somebody needs to stop it, because he won't. That's the thing. That's the beauty in the fighter. He will not quit. Sometimes you got to go in there and tell him, hey, man, there's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to happen today. There it is. Now he's going to mount. He's got to be careful here.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Adesanya. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Chimaev's back in full mount. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, great submission defense. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Khamzat Chimaev. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense have done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination. When you walk out to the entrance, when he's in the octagon, the fighting style, he just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Oh, hook shot blocked there by Adesanya.
He's got to start throwing down. Oh, nice level change.
Adesanya's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, looks like he's safe now.
Well, that's crazy because generally when you're that deep into a triangle, you do not escape, but he remained calm, and he found a way to get out and be safe again. Great job defensively. Now he's going full mount.
Nice positional control here.
Look to get your guard back now.
Chimaev's in half guard. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity. Now he's got a good body position, yo.
Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. Sounds on round two. All right, good news is the round is over. Bad news, Israel Adesanya's nose does not look like it did at the beginning of this fight. Perhaps it is broken. It is certainly pouring blood, and you got to think the referee's going to call on the ringside physician to come in and take a look. Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, it's getting hammered. He's going back to the well over and over again. And why would he not? His opponent wasn't good on the defense. His opponent allowed for him to land too clean. And now he's just targeting that cut on the nose.
Third round underway. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. How clean is that jab by Chimaev? Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those type of strikes. Oh, that will go.
Israel Adesanya getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Oh, he is masked in blood. I think I can actually pick out his blood type from here. Where's the doctor? And that one certainly found the target.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there. What a fun fight. These two are going back and forth.
Oh, big elbow. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment. Huge shots right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his equipment hurt very bad.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. Not let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
Certainly a strong front runner for fight of the night as we go down to the wire here. All right, so he's setting up for a submission here. Ooh, that looks pretty tight. Adesanya getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out.
Side control, he's pretty safe there.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Chimaev's in half guard.
Great shots from the top position.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight. Chimaev going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Couple hammer fists there for good measure. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Oh, big left hand!
Oh, nice right hand.
Oh, massive diving punch, flush to the head. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here.
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt already. Bad.
Oh, Superman punch.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
And that is how you end a fight. The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, well, you've heard Bruce say that before. Israel Adesanya, your winner by decision. Clean, dominant performance. Maybe could have gone for it a little bit more, but it's another green stripe on the Wikipedia page.
All he does is win. Israel Adesanya is one of those guys that just knows how to get the job done. And tonight it was decision, but once again, another win for the last style bender.
Our Tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting a member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Horse Racing. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nick Diaz!
You ready? You ready? Let's do it.
A pro dating to 2001, here is the veteran Nick Diaz, former UFC title challenger. 13 wins by knockout, another 8 by way of submission. You know the book on Nick Diaz. It's going to be punches and bunches, but if the fight does hit the canvas, you've got to protect yourself. We'll see how it goes for Nick Diaz in his much-anticipated UFC return tonight.
That was a massive high kick.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this.
I mean, it's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combination with the kick.
Diaz cover it up. All right, nice job early on by the BJJ fighter to engage the boxer here in the clinch. And if you're the boxer, maybe don't get too confident in the hands here, or you're going to end up on your back.
Absolutely, because there's risk versus reward. Is it worth throwing that uppercut hook in tight, knowing that the moment you break that clinch is going to level change and get to your hips? It's a game of chess right now as we watch these two fight from this clinch position.
Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and gotta think that's something that's going to give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence when it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got a takedown. What now will stop him from doing it over and over again? Beautiful transition.
Diaz's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Gracie's looking for an armbar here.
Oh, he's got the armbar deep.
Oh, this could be the end of the fight.
Looks like the fight is over, guys. It's done. This fight is over.
Whoa, submission defense, it gets out.
I mean, the calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mouth. Not the right position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar. He hasn't moved on the bottom, and now he's starting to swell after he takes another ground and pound strike.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down, but he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about.
Oh, another submission attempt by him now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, that's got to be it. There's the tap!
Holy smokes!
Your winner by submission.
Oh, my goodness.
So what a win for him here tonight. He gets it done and gets it done by way of submission. He told us this week, I got to keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there, and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that, and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 51 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke, Horse Racing.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
But fuck it, I'ma keep going. If I had a weakness, they would never
this man has been there before, and he certainly looks like it. The #1 middleweight contender back in a championship setting, and we've talked about this a lot, but he made himself undeniable with this run back to contention. Now he tries to wrest away the gold.
That's not easy, John. It's not easy to make your way back because you have been there before. Maybe it didn't work out for you, but to stay positive, to have that steel trap of a mind that allows you to rebuild yourself, makes you know when you do get back, you have a greater appreciation for the opportunity. Tonight he said he intends to finally cash in.
There are a lot of high-level guys at 185 pounds, a lot of contenders waiting in the wings. This challenger knows he has to maximize this opportunity in front of him tonight. All right, big spot here for the former undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, and he's not too emotionally attached to a lot of these results. I expect a big effort out of him here tonight.
You know, John, I love that you teed it up that way because I was just thinking that for a guy that seemed to be on a rocket ship to the moon, becoming a middleweight champion, he handles adversity as well as anyone I've ever seen. When he lost to Jan Blachowicz, when he tried to become double champion, still even keel. When he lost his championship, even keel. I believe that ability will allow for him to work his way back to a championship opportunity where I expect him to be very competitive and possibly earn himself the belt back.
And skill for skill, there are a lot of people that still believe he's the best middleweight in the world. A lot of the elite 185-pounders believe that Izzy and not necessarily Pereira represent the toughest matchup for them. We'll see how Adesanya fares in this critical matchup here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, horse racing. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, always interesting to see the early portions of an Israel Adesanya fight. You know how electric a striker this is. You know how proud New Zealand is to have him as a Kiwi in the UFC. But a lot of fighters are going to try to take him down and punish him on the ground. Not a lot of fighters are going to have success with that. Let's see how the opposition chooses to attack Adesanya here tonight. But you see, this is a lifelong striker who is very dangerous with all limbs.
Yeah, and when you're standing with Izzy, you're in trouble, man. You're under constant attack the whole time because you never know what he's going to hit you with. And right there, he landed the strike that he was looking for.
Pretty strong jab there by Adesanya. Able to land there with the straight left.
Those are big strikes.
Oh, he lands a huge right hand. His opponent stayed up.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Adesanya's nose is absolutely mangled at this stage of the fight. I'm no doctor, but I feel pretty convicted in saying that thing is definitely broken, and we might get a ringside physician or a referee to stop this fight here soon. Oh, flying knee to the dome piece. Oh, big left hook there. Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again?
Really good level change.
Gracie's in half guard now.
Oh, right into mount. He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle.
Looks like a pretty good attempt here.
Nice transition.
Making all these shots count. Oh, another strike hits right on that cut. Ringside physician might have to intervene soon. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Gracie going for the takedown. Nothing doing there. Bone on bone. Nicely done with the high kick. Oh, beautiful straight right hand there from Israel Adesanya. You know, you worry so much, DC, about the kicking game. Sometimes you forget about those hands on Israel Adesanya. Gracie's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. All right, late in the round now, it has been all Israel Adesanya. He's landed a lot of power shots.
Big double leg level change.
Gracie's going for the shove here. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight. Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ. Nice.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Gracie's in half guard. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Adesanya. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Under a minute now to go round one. Adesanya's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside physician right there. They might stop this fight. Gracie's back in full mount.
This is a terrible position. Oh, watch the arm here.
Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working towards the finish.
Oh, that has got to be it. No way, he got out.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the arm bar. The fight looked done. He loves to fight on.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Gracie. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, so we go back to the stools, and we'll see if the cut man can do his part to keep this fighter in the fight. His nose is severely cut up right now. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, beautiful jab there by Gracie.
Get your range back.
Lands a solid kick right there. He's got a good right hand.
Able to check that kick as well.
Oh, nice jab by Adesanya.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
That was nice.
Gracie's going for a choke here. Looks like he's got the sub locked in tight now. Oh, now he bails on the submission. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
He needs to shove the knee, hip heist, and get back up to your feet.
Wide north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Israel Adesanya's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Gracie gets tattooed by that straight punch. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of the stage. Oh, nice double leg, yes. Nice pass. Kick the mount here.
All right, setting up the armbar here.
Beautiful setup on that armbar.
Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
There's the tap. Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call his shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
We send it in there now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 20 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Royce Gracie.
All right, well, the next time he fights, it'll be black trunks with gold trim. Congrats to the new UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Championship colors will be worn by this young man the next time he walks into the octagon. He came in there with a game plan, stuck to it, and got the job done. Congrats to the new UFC middleweight champion.